Do you think he pretends to be dumber than he is to confuse people and make them think?
No, I don't think so.
Why do you think? I'm curious why you would guess that there's a big group of people in this country who believe that he cares about them.
I am totally dumbfounded, baffled by that. I can't understand it. And it's a thing that we've seen over he's so stupid.
Bobby, it's your favorite president. I forgive you, Bobby, for being such a loser about the election. It's not your fault you were born with a low IQ. It's not your fault, Bobby. Believe me. Bobby, your favorite president won. Kamala lost. She lost so strongly. You were wrong. You're a loser. You're a total loser. This show sucks. You're going to get...
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn because Robert De Niro and Jimmy Kimmel just tag-teamed a roast so fiery, even Trump's hairspray couldn't hold up. Live on TV, they unleashed a comedic smackdown that left the internet in stitches and Mar-a-Lago in shock.
You and I have something in common. We have both been immortalized on social media by our former president, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We have, I think this might have been the first time he wrote about you. Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received he spelled two wrong, many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night, truly believe he may be punch drunk, and then he says, at the end, he says, "Wake up, Punchy," he says to you.
Picture this, De Niro straight out of a Scorsese classic, and Kimmel locked and loaded with late-night zingers, double-teaming Trump so hard his spray tan started running for cover. The crowd went wild, the internet had a meltdown, and Trump, he's probably holed up in Mar-a-Lago, rage texting in all caps like a toddler who just figured out how to use emojis.
Gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave.
I'm gonna come.
He will never leave.
I'm gonna do it.
You think by yelling and intimidating, you're not going to intimidate. That's what Trump does to Trump. Intimidate. We are going to fight back.
You're washed
We're
up.
trying to
You're
do
washed
it.
up. You're washed up.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world.
Buckle up, because this roast wasn't just spicy, it was a full-blown 5-alarm fire. And lucky for you, we've got the play-by-play of every scorching moment. So let's hit rewind and break down how De Niro and Kimmel turned Trump into the punchline of the century.
And that's not the only time, and he moved over to Truth Social. Robert De Niro, whose acting talents have greatly diminished with his reputation now shot, must even use a teleprompter for his foul and disgusting language. So disrespectful to our country. Now,
Jimmy Kimmel, with a grin as wide as a late-night host with a fresh joke, wastes no time setting the stage. Bobby, do you need a teleprompter to roast Trump, or is it just too easy to freestyle? De Niro, cool as ever, fires back with zero emotion. The guy's so clueless, he'd struggle to insult someone even if it was printed on a billboard right in front of him. The crowd erupts in laughter. Kimmel then leans in, giving the camera a look that says, "This is going to be good," and you can almost hear the audience collectively holding its breath.
in all fairness to the former president, is that true? Do you have to use a teleprompter when speaking about President Trump? Or are you able to just kind of riff on your thoughts on him?
He's so stupid.
Folks, Trump got roasted so hard even his bone spurs started to ache. Cut to his ghostly rally footage, pale as a discount mannequin at Walmart, ranting about rigged roasts while clutching his beloved Diet Coke like it's the only thing keeping him grounded in reality. But just when you thought it couldn't get any better, De Niro, channeling every tough guy role he's ever nailed, steps up. With the swagger of a mob boss, he delivers a line so sharp it might as well have been a well-aimed bullet, roasting Trump's garbage man costume with style. The crowd, well, they lost it.
I mean, look at the lame, inane things that he said. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. He's a moron. But he's a scary one. And in all seriousness, and we know it here, people have to get out.
Pumpkin's got a head start on Halloween, and Kimmel cackles as he delivers the knockout punch. Trump showed up to a rally dressed as a dumpster fire. That vest, chef's kiss, it really brings out the Cheeto dust on his lips. The voiceover narrator, dripping with sarcasm, casually tosses in Trump's new campaign slogan, "Make America Garbage Again." Honestly, at this point, he's more than qualified for the role. Cut to Trump stumbling out of a garbage truck, tripping over his own ego, while De Niro mutters, "Historically, clowns like him end up pied. Just ask Melania."
Pumpkin got a head start on Halloween yesterday. He showed up for a rally dressed as a garbage bag, which I do have to say, the vest really brings out the color of his mouth. He even rode around in a garbage truck.
Then the Hitler comparison.
I don't understand why people are not taking him seriously, because you read about it historically in other countries that they didn't take the people seriously. I think Hitler, Mussolini, but they're fools and clowns. And I hear there's some people, I mean, who does not think that this guy is going to do exactly what he says he's going to do?
Right.
He's done it already.
Kimmel, grinning like a cat who just ate the canary, turns to De Niro. So, Bobby, you mentioned that other countries don't take clowns seriously. Care to elaborate? De Niro, with the kind of deadpan expression that would make a stone wall crack, looks at Kimmel and responds, "It's simple. When your leader spends more time acting like a reality TV star than a president, the world stops taking you seriously. Even the clowns are embarrassed."
Between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. Go ahead, take the. Well, I'll give you voters. I will give you voter suppression. You just have to sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you. Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her. She's like in a state of shock.
De Niro, stone-faced as ever, leans in with a smile that's more deadly than a sharpened blade. Let's just say, if Triumph of the Will had a TikTok, it'd probably look like Trump's Truth Social feed. The audience gasps, their jaws dropping in sync. The narrator, in mock disbelief, can barely keep up. Bobby just compared Trump to a failed art student with a disastrous hairline. Somebody check Mar-a-Lago for bunkers. Meanwhile, Kimmel, sitting beside him with a devilish grin, casually sips his tea like he's witnessing the destruction of an empire. Y'all thought mean tweets was brutal? Well, brace yourselves. Meet the mean Oscar winners.
Those people who support him with anger and hate, because that's what he's about, they're going to see. I mean, I used to see these things. I didn't understand how he and Rosie O'Donnell used to get it. I said didn't really care.
Yeah.
I see what a hateful, mean-spirited, awful thing he is.
He was vicious to her.
He's vicious. And why will he not do that in this country? Well, he's already done it.
Yeah.
Why would he not?
Now, let's talk voter suppression.
Take the. Well, I'll give you voters. I will give you voter suppression. You just have to sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you.
De Niro, in the middle of a passionate rant about democracy, suddenly whips around at a heckler, his voice sharp and full of authority. "Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president." Kimmel, not missing a beat, fires back with the speed of a raccoon on caffeine. "Sir, this is a Wendy's also. You lost." The crowd erupts in laughter as the narrator, trying to hold it together, chuckles. Trump's face turned 3 shades of ketchup, simmering like an expired Happy Meal.
Between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
De Niro, unfazed by the chaos, doubles down on his savage line. "I'll give you voter suppression if you sit down and shut up." The crowd absolutely loses it, their cheers drowning out the airwaves. Kimmel, pretending to wipe away fake tears, says, "Bobby's out here canceling Trump like a banned TikTok trend." But hold on, the real knockout punch is coming. De Niro, now in full deadpan mode, delivers his pièce de resistance. He wants to punch people? I'd like to punch him, but he'd need a step stool to reach me. The room erupts in laughter, and the internet collectively hits replay because this roast is one for the ages.
I say I want to punch him in the face is because what he said to a person, a bystander or somebody in one of his rallies, he wants to punch him in the face. You don't talk that way to people. What kind of person does that?
Kimmel, practically gasping for air, can barely contain his laughter. "Careful, Bobby," he snickers. His bone spurs might act up. The crowd's roaring, but the narrator, with barely contained glee, chimes in. Trump's ego just got drop-kicked into the Hudson again. Cut to Trump's rage tweet montage, each tweet more frantic than the last. De Niro's overrated. Kimmel's a loser. His fingers, no doubt trembling, barely keeping up as he hurls insults like a man who knows he's lost the crowd. And the internet, it's going wild, replaying every devastating line, like a viral meme storm that just won't quit.
Kimmel's a loser. We would do Jimmy Kimmel. I'd do Jimmy Kimmel. I did him a lot. Yeah. He used to greet me on the sidewalk outside of his studio. I'd come in. This was before politics, of course. But I'd come in, and he'd be standing on the sidewalk. "Oh, sir, may I bring you in?" He'd bring me in every time. And then I ran for politics. I never, got involved with him much. But all they do is talk bad about Trump. That's all. The whole show is talking bad about Trump.
He is a ridiculous person.
Kimmel's voiceover comes in, all sugary sweet. Oh, he misspelled too. Maybe Hooked on Phonics can sponsor his defense fund. The crowd bursts into laughter, but just when you think it can't get any better, boom, it's Melania's turn. The camera pans to her, sitting stoically like she's been frozen in time for the past 4 years, clutching her empty glass of wine like it's the last thing she'll ever hold. The tension in the air is palpable. Is she going to speak? Will she break her silence? Or is she just silently counting down the days until her exit strategy kicks in?
Melania claims that this is not a new position for her. She wrote, "I have carried this belief with me throughout my entire adult life." Guess if you're Melania and you want to contradict your husband, the safest place to do it is in a book where neither he nor any of his supporters will ever see it.
Kimmel leans in, whispering with a devilish grin. Word is, Melania's prenup now includes a muzzle clause. Dario, not missing a beat, squints and fires back. She married him for a green card to hell. The narrator chuckles, adding, Melania's Be Best campaign just upgraded to Be Gone. The camera cuts to a priceless moment, a clip of her side-eyeing Trump like he's a forgotten leftover in the fridge, just waiting to be thrown out. The crowd can't help but burst into laughter, and for a moment, Melania's poker face cracks, just enough to remind everyone she's the true queen of subtlety.
For the Academy Awards, I said how he's the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards, and this stupid guy goes up, and just before the Best Picture of the Year, the show is almost over. They're waiting for the Best Picture of the Year. He gets up and he says, and his wife said, "Please don't do it. Please, darling, don't go out." His manager said, "Don't do it. I have to do it." He goes out and reads my truth to the entire audience right before the best prime time, the Best Picture. And it said basically, he is the worst host of the history. He reads the whole thing. And then I think he said something like, "Ha, ha, ha, he thinks he bothers me," or some crap like that. I said, he's one of the dumbest human beings ever. He should have listened to his wife. What a dope.
Comedic comments.
Talk show hosts, are they great, or do we need to make them great again and kind of go one by one here?
Oh, he's terrible. He's
great or great again, Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, he's not, he's not. First of all, they all have bad ratings. The one that's the most successful is Greg.
Who?
Greg Gutfeld. So Jimmy Kimmel, we got to make him great again?
Jimmy Kimmel's a loser. Look, all they do is talk bad about Trump. That's all. The whole show is talking bad about Trump. Yeah. They're all equally.
Kimmel, ever the provocateur, casually mentions that Melania's happy birthday tweet to Trump only got 3 likes, 2 of them from bots. The crowd roars with laughter. Then comes the grand finale. Dario, channeling every Oscar-winning moment he's ever delivered, drops the mic with a monologue for the ages. Trump's a stain on this country, a greasy Big Mac-scented stain. Kimmel, not to be outdone, raises a glass and toasts, "To the loser-in-chief, may his indictments outlive his spray tan." The room erupts in applause, and for a brief second, even the most loyal Trump supporters can't help but chuckle at the sheer brilliance of it all.
In the first week of a criminal trial, the first president to be on trial for a criminal offense for paying hush money to a pornographic film star. He was in court all day Monday. He was all day yesterday. Today he had a day off. And how did he spend that? Brunch with Melania? No. Maybe a catch with Barron in the yard? No. Santa Claus got up bright and early to post 165 venomous words about yours truly.
And as the final punchline lands, the narrator wraps it all up, deadpan, and somewhere Trump's golden toilet weeps. The crowd bursts into uncontrollable laughter as the image of that lavish throne, now a symbol of Trump's own absurdity, hangs in the air, sealing the moment in comedic history. The audience knows without a doubt this roast is one for the ages.
Ding, 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 ding. Hurrah, Max.
If you loved watching Trump get roasted harder than a hot dog at a summer BBQ, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell because this feud isn't going anywhere until Niro decides it's over. Drop a comment below. Who served up the harder roast, Niro's savage shade or Kimmel's top-tier sass? Stay tuned, because with Trump, there's always a new meltdown just waiting to load.